Hi, and welcome back to the monthly planning series Plan With Me, this time for the month of April. Wow, time is flying by. Every time I'm sitting down to do these videos, I'm like, wow, it's another month. And it is really powerful. That's exactly the reason why I'm doing this with you, because I think it is really helpful to sit down and to reflect on all of the things that happened throughout the month. What did you do? What did you accomplish? What didn't go so well? And to really hold yourself accountable to your own goals, because time flies by anyway, so what are you doing with that time? And that's exactly what we are reflecting on together. All of the different journaling prompts that I'm sharing with you in these videos are part of the Peak Performance Planner that is finally coming out at the end of this month. I'm super excited to share it with you. So once I have them ready, I will obviously let you know in the next video, and then you can get a copy from Amazon. But until then, obviously just grab a paper and a pen or a journal that you like to journal in, and I would say let's get started with the journaling prompts for the month of March. And the journaling prompts for the month of March are: what did you learn this month? What are you grateful for? What can you celebrate this month? What would you like to have made more time for this month? What inspired you this month? And finally, which people robbed you of your energy this month? Okay, so those are the journaling prompts for the month of March in order to reflect on the month, and I will obviously jump into those journaling prompts in a moment to share with you what I've been up to in the month of March. But before we do that, let's also look at the journaling prompts for the month of April. And here they are. Number 1, my goals for April are. Number 2, my self-care goal for the month is. And then, as always, make sure to also mark your calendar in order to make sure that you're staying consistent with your goals and that you're planning ahead of time. As I prepped this video last night, I realized that this is already the 7th month since I started recording the Plan With Me videos, which also means it's been 7 months since I ordered the Peak Performance Planner. This is how long I have been waiting, and I know have you been waiting to receive the Peak Performance Planner. So it's really powerful to think about time, you know. And when I started my very first business in 2015, yes, this is not my very first business. I did start other businesses before this one that are no longer existing. But one of the things that really motivated me to start this process of entrepreneurship was that time goes by anyway. So how are you spending your time? I always ask myself this question. And so I find these videos super inspiring and powerful for myself, because it always gives me some time to reflect and to think about, hey, what did I want to do last month? And here I am a month later, because time just flies by. So you better make the best use of it. So the first question that I always like to get into before we're jumping really into the different journaling prompts is the question, how did I do this month? Because I would like to keep myself accountable in these videos as well, to stick to the goals that I have set, and obviously to report also on the goals that are not going so well. So first of all, the self-care goal for the month of March was to run consistently every single day of the month, to do a running challenge, and I am super happy to report that I have been running consistently every single day for the last 22 days, because today is March 22nd. And yeah, and it's been absolutely fantastic. I feel incredible. I feel super grateful for this. I feel like I've been learning so many different things about this that I'm gonna get into in a second. But yeah, I've been running sometimes a mile, sometimes 2 miles, sometimes 3 miles, and it's been absolutely incredible. The second goal that I set for myself is to eat no chocolate. And honestly, when I read this goal yesterday, I was like, ha. This did not work so well, as you can probably tell. So I have been eating quite a bit of chocolate, not maybe as much as I did in the month of January and February, but definitely still eating chocolate. Sugar is definitely a big addiction for me, especially as I'm running. I'm also always finding excuses of why I need to eat chocolate. But honestly, I've almost given up a little bit on that goal, and I will talk with you about April and what I'm setting myself up for in the month of April, maybe to be better about this goal. The other two things that I really wanted to get into is sell the Peak Performance Planner, which has still been delayed. I was really hoping to report in this video today that the Peak Performance Planner is live on Amazon. Unfortunately, that's not the case. However, my forwarders have reported that they are on their way to California, and once I have them here at my home, I can finally ship them to the Amazon warehouses. So that's still a little bit of a process. However, I have still sold planners, which is so interesting, because initially I was not really a fan of pre-selling my planners, but because I'm working with a lot of corporate teams, I have been offering the planners as part of my product offering and service offering, and people have been purchasing the planner. So I am super happy to report at this point that I have sold over 250 planners of the 1,000 planners that I'm expecting. So already 1/4 of the planners is gone, and that makes me super happy and super grateful, and at the same time also a little bit nervous, because yeah, I do need to get the next order in, because it's taken 6 months to get this one. So that is really fantastic, and I'm super grateful that I'm selling these planners, and I'm super excited for you to get one into your own hands. And then finally, I've been really focusing on business development. As you know, over the last few months, I really want to grow my business, and I actually just hired another business coach for that. So that's been going pretty well, I would say, as well. I'm still in the prep phase. I haven't really done any business growth as such yet, like no return has come in, but I am pretty confident that all of the things that I'm doing is bringing me to success. And with all of that said, I would say let's jump into the first journaling prompt, which is, what did I learn this month? And I already mentioned that running and my running challenge has really taught me so many cool things this month, because I've been really challenging myself. It's not easy to run every single day, to make time for it, to find the motivation for it, to do it when you're traveling, to do it when you're tired, to do it when you're on your period, to do it when the weather outside is shitty. There's obviously so many different reasons why you can find excuses why you don't want to go for a run, and obviously they pop up for me as well. But I have been super consistent, and it's been such a cool feeling. I have done this before in 2020. I did another running challenge with myself, and at that time I did it by myself. This time around I'm doing it with a friend. My really good friend Sarah is doing the running challenge with me, and that's been super helpful as well, to keep me accountable and keep me motivated in the process as well. And so yeah, what I learned from that though is that I always have time to go for a run. This has been something super powerful, and also that I always have some energy left in me. Sometimes I think our brain tells us, oh, I don't have the energy for this, or I don't have time for this, right? But when you're sticking to the goal of just going for a run every single day, it's super empowering, because you will realize that you will always find the time. You can always squeeze it in when you make it a priority. And then second of all, you always have the energy to go for a run. I went on a mountain bike ride on Sunday, this last Sunday, for 26.5 miles and 2,500 feet elevation gain. And I still went for a 1.5 mile run after that. My legs were super jelly and I was super tired, and I still made it happen, because a mile is really absolutely nothing. And I think we can all have a better goal around really making ourselves and our physical health a priority. And that is something that I keep learning, and that is just such a powerful reminder and such a powerful experience to go through as I am doing this. So yes, I'm really grateful for that this month. And that brings me to the second question, which is, what am I grateful for? And I already said it. I'm super grateful for my running challenge. I'm super grateful for my friend Sarah that is running with me and that is sending me pictures of herself and her dog every single day on how they're doing their running challenge. And that's been really super helpful and wonderful. And then I'm also really grateful for myself, because I've been keeping a consistent reading practice over the last 3 months. I've been reading much more than I have been over the last 2 years, and it feels really awesome. I don't know, I really like to go to bed now with a couple of books standing next to my bedside table, and I just take a book in my hand and I read a couple of minutes or like a couple of different pages, and it's been super powerful, and I've been really enjoying this process, and I've been really enjoying what I'm learning, and I'm super grateful that I set that goal for the year of 2022. Next question, what am I celebrating this month? I'm obviously celebrating the running challenge. It's been so awesome, and I know that I'm not there yet, so I'm not really yet there to celebrate it, but I am already super proud of myself, and I have 8 or 9 days to go. And so yeah, I will definitely celebrate running 30 days consecutively, 31 days, because March has 31 days. I'm also celebrating the Peak Performance Planner that is so close. It's so close to coming home. So I'm already celebrating that as well because it's exciting. And I'm also celebrating my first live speaking engagement booked since 2019. Wow. I feel like we're slowly going back into like the normal rhythm of life, which feels kind of good, let's be honest. And so I'm really excited that I'm going to speak in front of about 100 people in Silicon Valley in May 2022. And so yeah, I will obviously report on that, and I'm super celebrating that because that's a big win for me, for my business, and I'm really excited to be connected with people again. The next question is, what would you have liked to make more time for this month? And honestly, after some reflection about this question, I thought about vacation, because honestly, I've been feeling like I've been working quite a lot. And so I have obviously taken weekends to recharge. I take evenings to recharge. I am really good about self-care, and I'm really good at listening to my own stress levels. But honestly, a vacation sounds really nice right now. I went on vacation in January, and that feels really long ago now. And then I was sick in February, and so yeah, March was a long, big month, and I definitely think I need to plan in some vacation for the month of April to make sure that I'm really recharging my batteries and that I'm completely disconnecting from business stuff. Because even during the weekends when I'm at home, I'm obviously taking time for myself, but I am also oftentimes sitting a little bit in front of the computer. So yeah, so that's definitely something that I want to do more of next month. The next question is, what inspired you this month? And I thought about this question, and I thought to myself, honestly, I kind of inspired myself this month. You know, sometimes we have to acknowledge ourselves, and I am proud to report that I really inspired myself this month, because I have been really working hard on that business development and business growth goal, and I have been learning so many things about that I'm really proud of myself. It has been such an interesting journey to learn about how to build my online sales funnels, and how to build my business, and how to work with my existing clients, and how to onboard new clients and acquire new clients. So I really inspired myself. I've learned so many things, and that's been really powerful. And then my friends always really inspire me. Sarah inspired me, that she's been running with me every single day, and yeah, I'm super grateful for that. And my friends are just absolutely incredible, and I wouldn't miss them for anything. And I'm super grateful that they're in my life, and it always reminds me as well that it is so powerful to choose who you surround yourself with on a daily basis. Make smart decisions, and yeah, make sure that you're surrounding yourself with the right people. Okay, and the final question of our March Reflection 2022 is the question, what people robbed you of your energy this month? And this is a super important question for me, because I am a highly sensitive person, which is an important and very interesting personality trait that I'm actually going to record another video on today. So stay tuned for that video coming into my channel very soon. But it is really important for me to surround myself with the right people and to protect my own energy. And when I read through that question, I was thinking, I actually do not really feel like I'm surrounding myself with people anymore that rob myself of energy, that rob me of my energy, I think is a better way to say this. And yeah, so I can report that I'm not really surrounding myself with people that take my energy. I do sometimes find myself in bigger groups or crowds. We have a really strong local female entrepreneur community here in the Tahoe Truckee area, and it's wonderful, and I love them all, but it is sometimes a lot. Like, we have a lot of events, and it is really wonderful, but it is really hard for me to do small talk and to not feel like my energy is super completed afterwards. And so that would be the only events that I'm really just aware of, you know, that I'm just paying attention to, and that I'm giving myself space afterwards to recharge my own batteries. And that's all I wanted to share for the month of March. And let's now jump into the planning for April 2022. My goals for the month of April are: number 1, getting the Peak Performance Planner live on Amazon. And in order to do that, I need to update my website and I need to write the description page for Amazon. And so that is something that I've been wanting to do since January, in case you've been watching these videos. And obviously I've been procrastinating because the Peak Performance Planner is still not here, but now it is really on its way and I have to do that. So that's the first goal. And then the second goal is that I just hired a third business coach. And I'm super excited that I am working with her in order to really grow my business, and that's going to take a lot of my time over the next month. I'm probably going to work 5 to 6 hours on business development besides all of the other things that I'm already doing for business development. So that is a little bit stressful for me, and I'm trying to keep myself in check with all of the things that I'm putting on my own plate. But I'm excited, and I am really excited to see how that's going to go for myself. So I will report back on that as well next month. And finally, my self-care goal for the month of April is, first of all, continuing to exercise. You know that I'm super into exercising. Usually I exercise 5 times a week. This time around, this month, I've been running every day. And so for the month of April, I'm setting myself the goal to exercise every day for at least 30 minutes, no matter what it is, no matter if I'm going for runs, no matter if I'm doing yoga or biking. Those are kind of my 3 big exercise choices. And so so those are my goals for the month of April. Definitely want to keep up running, maybe not as much as I have been doing this month, but I want to keep myself accountable to exercise every single day, because I know it helps my mental health and I feel so much better in my body when I'm exercising regularly. And then the chocolate goal, interesting. I think that this month I'm going to try to just eat chocolate twice a week. So instead of saying no chocolate at all, which I've obviously not been able to connect with, I am setting myself the goal to just choose or pick 2 days per week where I can indulge and where I can eat whatever I want, and then the other 5 days I'm going to be a little bit healthier, and I will see how that goes for me. So that's all I wanted to share in today's video. If you enjoyed it, give me a thumbs up and leave me a comment down below letting me know what kind of goals you are setting for yourself for the month of April, no matter if it is a self-care goal or just a business goal or a life goal in general. And I would also really appreciate it if you would subscribe to my YouTube channel to be notified when new videos are coming online. So thank you so much for watching today's video. I hope that you take care of yourself, and I hope that I will see you in the next video.